Hey guys, so we're going to do a simple external rotation pails and rails. You can do this with the long stretch if you're trying to acquire a new range, or you can use it as an isometric stretch as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to be standing. I would suggest I'm not using a wall here just because I want to be able to show you visually easily. But otherwise, grab a wall or hold a pole, and that can help you with your balance. We're going to lift our hip up into 90 degrees. We're going to externally rotate to what level our hip will allow, and we're going to place it on something to allow that. So what I want you to feel is I want you to feel the slight stretch, not a lot, but just a slight stretch on the outside of that hip. If you need to, you can bring that up. So I'm just using a stool here, but you can use a chair, a table, a couch, whatever works for you, right? So we're standing here, you grab your wall. What I want you to do your stretch is I want you to ever so slightly tip forward or slightly rotate your body so you feel just a little bit more stretch. You can find that stretch range for you. If you're doing the stretch, hold that for 2 minutes. If you're just doing the isometrics, what I want you to do is I want you to hold your position. We're going to keep and maintain tension where we are. Our foot is going to drive and we're trying to externally rotate. So we stay where we are, grab onto your wall, push down with your foot. You're radiating tension, ramping up to your greatest effort. We hold that for 10-15 seconds, or radiate. I don't want any other movement everywhere else. Hold, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Our second contraction is internal rotation. So we're going to actively almost try to lift and hover off. I don't want to see movement elsewhere. I want it to just be the toes, just be the foot. So it shouldn't be, and it's all this internal tissue is trying to hold you there. We're just maintaining that, right? Holding for 10-15 seconds. So if you're doing it for the stretch, we find our range, externally rotate, prop it up on something. If you need to, prop it up more, whatever your range is, finding that external rotation, right? So for me, maybe a table would be better than this stool. And then hold there at your end range, find a little stretch, flex forward slightly. Want that on the stretch to be on the outside of our hip through the capsule, etc. So we're 90 degrees at the hip, 90 degrees at the knee. And if I showed it from the side, I'm lifting up into here, externally rotating, and I'm here 90 degrees. That's my base position there. I want 90 degrees up, 90 degrees down, and at my stretch range through that hip. Then after you've done a 2-minute passive stretch, if you're trying to acquire new range, we do an isometric where we stay where we are and we push out, radiating all our external tissue, rotating out, holding for 15-20 seconds. Then trying to do the opposite, trying to solidify where we are, and it's like I'm trying to lift my foot up into internal rotation. I'm not quite at my end range here, so I can actually lift off, but what should happen is that you can't actually lift off, right? To acquire range, do 2 minutes, 2 contractions, so external stuff, internal stuff. Repeat that, contract that when you find the new range. So repeat that a couple times. If you're just doing isometrics, try finding your position and doing an isometric, so contracting out, contracting in, holding for 10-15 seconds and repeating that 3 times. Give it a go and let me know how it goes.